Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ron Chapman Sr., and I'm with Chapman Law Group. Today, we want to talk about a pretty serious topic for those of you that are involved in wound care, either as a wound care provider, as a distributor, and maybe even as a manufacturer. It's not a secret that the Department of Health, HHS, and the DOJ are coming after those people that are providing wound care services. The audits that they're conducting, the Department of Justice indictments that they're going after for wound care providers has exploded exponentially. And why? One thing, it's money. Medicare is spending a significant amount of money for wound care applications, and they don't want to do it anymore. So how do we proactively prevent either an indictment or Department of Health and Human Services or the Department of Health from coming after you? The first thing is you have to keep good records. We have many clients in the wound care space, and the number one thing when they're audited that becomes a problem is the record keeping is insufficient. There are a number of critical areas in record keeping that you just have to do. One thing is you have to properly document with measurements and pictures the development and the course of treatment for the wound care. The other thing is you have to document and show that the underlying condition is being treated for those wounds that are developed because of an underlying condition as opposed to those that are developed as a result of trauma. You also have to ensure that you have implemented or that you can document that conservative treatment for at least 4 weeks has been applied to the wound. People are jumping ahead of the game and they're going straight to wound grafting, whether it's a biofilm or a synthetic skin. This is causing a severe problem. So how do you prevent this? You keep good records. If I could give you any advice today, or if you take away from this YouTube video any advice, it's keep good records. How do you know if you're keeping good records? Go to the LCDs, read them, understand them, and make sure that you're complying with them. LCDs stand for local coverage determinations. You also have NCDs, which stand for National Coverage Determinations. These are the guidelines that you must follow in order to be reimbursed by Medicare. Many of the doctors that we speak to after an audit has started believe that they 100% comply with the LCDs, and they don't because they're biased when they look at them. Don't look at the LCDs with your bias that you're doing everything perfect. Stay out of trouble. What we recommend for many providers, specifically those providers that have high volume, have your records audited before HHS, Department of Health, CMS come after you for an audit. We offer this service where we will take records, we will have a certified professional auditor audit those records, we'll review that audit, we'll give you recommendations for future compliance so that you can stay compliant. Staying compliant ensures that you have a consistent business, you stay out of jail, that you're not forced to pay Medicare, not only the amount that you received, but 3 times that amount in many cases. So please comply with the LCDs. Have your records audited frequently by a professional coder to ensure that there's compliance. Now, when you do receive an audit, it usually starts with Medicare requesting some records. When you receive that request, that's the time you need to hire an attorney if you don't already have a compliance attorney. The attorney will look at those records, send them to a professional coder, look at them for the legality of compliance with the LCDs, know within a reasonable degree of certainty what CMS is going to be looking for through their MAC, their medical administrative contractor. Why do we do that? Because one of the things that we can do when we're non-compliant is create a corrective action plan. Once we know what the problems are, we can begin to do that and clean up the records so that in the future, you're going to be compliant. Once CMS audits your records, if they find deficiencies, and in many cases they do because CMS just does not want to pay for wound care. In our business, it's not unusual to see a Medicare audit failure rate of 70, 80, 90%. It means that Medicare is going to use that figure often to extrapolate it over your whole database And next thing you know, you receive a clawback for $2, $3, $4, $5 million, which for the vast majority of our clients, in fact, all of our clients, would bankrupt them. And if you can't pay the amount that CMS wants to claw back, you stand a high degree of probability of losing your license for failing to pay back Medicare. Now that'll take some time, but oftentimes that's the end result. Quick break. If you're a healthcare provider or an entrepreneur involved in healthcare and have a legal problem, whether it's compliance, regulatory, DEA, criminal, or any number of legal problems, Chapman Law Group is here to help. Please visit us at chapmanlawgroup.com. Click the link below. Now back to the video. So the purpose of this video, my friends, is make sure you comply with the LCDs. Have your records audited before CMS wants you to audit. We can do that for you. And when CMS requests records, please don't just send the records. Contact a healthcare lawyer like Chapman Law Group. We will audit those records. We'll know what the problems are before the records get to CMS so we can begin cleaning the problems up. And if you don't take the time to ensure that your medical records are compliant with the LCDs, if you don't take the time to look at your medical records and have a professional and an attorney look at them as soon as Medicare requests them, and if you don't have an attorney help you with the appeal, you could be facing significant clawbacks. And when I say significant, we're talking about in the millions with respect to wound care. And when you're unable to pay that clawback, there's a high probability that you're going to lose your medical license. Look, friends, this is serious business. I've done a number of videos on a number of topics. Never have I done one that's more serious than wound care. We see too many clients that are losing their livelihood, that are going bankrupt, that are receiving clawbacks in the millions of dollars, and they wonder why. It all comes back to compliance with the LCDs, and it's not easy to do. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. It helps the channel. It tells YouTube to show this video to more awesome people like you. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell to the right so that you get notifications of more upcoming videos.